Abandoned lots in urban areas can be put to use for people, or at least that was Liz Falk's idea. With a background in environmental science and education, and a master's degree in natural resources and sustainable development, she was a natural to create a hands-on project to provide fresh food to low-income residents.
Because there's a lot of food banks in the city that provide low-income people with food, but it's hard for food banks to provide actually fresh produce.
So when the landowner gave permission, the 7th Street Garden, in a distressed neighborhood of Washington, D.C., got its start. The first seeds were planted last year.
The soil at this site is not good soil for growing anything in, and so we grow all in raised beds, which are like really big containers that we're able to fill with soil that we get from external sources. All our soil is donated, or we create it on site through our compost system.
The soil is not the only freebie. The 300 square meter garden is worked by free labor. The garden's 4 staff members, including Falk, are volunteers, and there are more.
We have a large consortium of volunteers from mostly within the neighborhood, but also around the D.C. area, who come to the garden to learn how to garden, but also be part of supporting a project like this. We have over 300 volunteers who we know on a regular basis and we see here.
Leah Comerford works for a law firm in downtown Washington, D.C.
I work all during the week inside, indoors, sitting in front of a computer, so I was looking to volunteer at something outdoors. I think my small contribution will definitely benefit the community.
The weekly harvest is donated to Bread for the City, an emergency food provider in Washington, D.C.
If you touch metal to it, it oxidizes and it actually hurts the plant a little bit.
The garden also offers horticultural job training for low-income residents and a garden education program for school children and adults. John Crockett, a specialist in economic development, is on the garden staff.
Kind of the unique way that 7th Street Garden works is that the community raises the garden and the community harvests the garden together. So it's a model that really involves people.
Founder and co-director Liz Falk says even though the scale is small, she hopes the nation's capital will seize on the model that provides a healthy opportunity for people living in the city. For producer June So, I'm Carol Pearson, VOA News.